would think the Magic would want to come out and do exactly what they've been doing the last 2 or 3 ball games, and that is establish themselves on the defensive end of the floor first, and then do what they can on offense. Of course, the defense will create a lot of opportunities for the Magic. We've seen that during that last homestand for the Magic.
Montross against O'Neal, left-hand hook is no good. Horace Grant the rebound. Interesting, the Boston team trying to get the young rookie acclimated and fired up to play against Shaquille O'Neal.
Well, the other thing that the Celtics know is that Shaquille has been in foul trouble as of late, and they want to try to get him on the bench.
Look at the Celtics surround Shaquille. The turnaround a little too strong. David Wesley, you may have remembered him from New Jersey last year. He's a very quick guard, and he can penetrate just like that. An assist for Wesley, 2 points for Raja, who led the Celtics in scoring against the Magic last year at 21 a night.
Wesley is very quick. He's very creative.
Montross didn't buy the pump fake. Shaq misses his second shot. Good defense there by the rookie out of North Carolina. They are very fundamentally sound players. Dean Smith turns out in Chapel Hill. And the pass stolen by Horace Grant. Here's Nick Anderson shooting oh so well from the outside. Moves inside, lost it. And Raja, I think, stepped out of bounds, so the Magic get the ball here.
Nick Anderson wanted to foul as he pushed the ball up the floor. Thought Fox got him across the arm. Rick Fox, a pretty good defensive player. The interesting matchup with Nick. You saw him put the ball on the floor that time, trying to use his quickness. Fox fundamentally sound, as Chip you just mentioned, but Nick should have the advantage as far as quickness is concerned.
Shaq again. D. Brown doubles him. Penny Hardaway 4-3, no good. Rebound, Raja. The Magic shooting as cold as this building so far in the ball game. Orlando hasn't hit a shot. They're 0 for their first 3. Montross again against O'Neal, left hand, won't go. Raja climbs the back, no whistle. Penny Hardaway rips down the rebound, and the electric blue clad Magic down on the green and white Celtics.
As I say, it's Chip, you mentioned it's interesting that the Celtics have gone to Montross 2 or 3 times down so far. And yes, it is kind of funny because he is not getting very many points.
Hardaway goes coast to coast.
Montross averaging just under 7 points a game, but I think they're trying to get Shaq to pick up an early foul or 2.
So the Magic score their first bucket of the game to tie it at 2. Shaw against D. Brown, and Brian Shaw with a hand check foul commits his first. The Magic's in a guard spot here tonight. So Shaw picks up his first foul. How do the Magic play tonight with Hardaway, Shaw, and Anderson? How's that rotation going to work?
You know, a real key player in this ball game is going to be Anthony Bowie coming off the bench, because he's going to have to play maybe some small forward position in addition to playing the second guard spot. So it's going to be pretty interesting how AB picks up coming into the ball game.
D. Brown buries one from beyond the arc. Hardaway in the post. That's where the Magic are going to go a lot tonight. Wesley is 6 feet tall. Hardaway with those long arms, 6'8".
Well, they have put D. Brown on Penny, so they will try to use that extra size that D provides them.
Give and go, Fox and Montross. Boy, they did that with the Tar Heels every night, it seems.
Well, you think about the Celtics teams, the great teams of the past, one thing that they all did well was to pass the basketball and to move well without the basketball. The Celtics did that time.
Nick Anderson for 3. Got none. Rebound Shaq on the weak side of the rim, and he'll dunk that home with 2 hands. And O'Neal has his first 2 points. Jack, you mentioned foul trouble. Shaq's played 95 minutes in the last 3 games for the Magic. Still putting up terrific numbers, but he needs to stay out of foul trouble for the Magic to win this ball game tonight. Roger the miss. Fox got position. Ball poked away. Boston is 5-5. They really have been playing hard this year. Montross over the back. I mean, they don't have Bird, Parrish, McHale, Dennis Johnson, all those guys. They're a young ball club that's going to get better under the leadership of Chris Ford, but they really have been working hard this year and have beaten some solid teams like Seattle, like Charlotte, already this year. Not this time for Hardaway.
Yeah, that's the real key with this Celtics team, and that's what Chris Ford has been able to get, a team that played hard together and have been better on defense.
Well, this has been a track meet so far, 7-6 to score. Nick Anderson late to join the chase. Shaw, shot turns out. Back comes Boston.
Neither team shooting the ball well at all.
Wesley gets the left hand.
Well, that's the other thing you'll get from the Celtics. Excuse me, Chip. They will run the ball down, particularly with Wesley in the ball game.
Boston 4 for 10. The Magic 3 for 9. with a couple of turnovers. Under 8 minutes to play here in the first quarter. We're off to Milwaukee after the game tonight. Get our first look at the big dog, Glenn Robinson, tomorrow. Oh, what a pass from O'Neal to Anderson. He couldn't buy the tap. Got it back underneath, and a whistle. Was Montross over the back?
I think so. He pushed Nick that time, but good job by Dino Rogers stepping back and just putting a hand in the face of Nick Anderson to force him to miss that one. But an excellent second effort by Nick to come up with the offensive rebound. Shaq is doing so much better passing the basketball, and he found Nick coming along the baseline that time.
So A.C. Earl will be summoned very quickly. Montross in quick foul trouble at 7:44. A.C. Earl's been kind of a disappointment. I mean, he's only played 1 year. Give him some time, but he started the first 3 games of the season, has played 11 minutes in the last 3. Hardaway will get the finish as D. Brown commits his first.
Well, that was a really sweet pump fake by Penny Hardaway that time. D. Brown, a pretty solid defensive player, but he knows the Magic are going to Penny Hardaway. He has to do something to stop Penny, so he bought the pump fake that time and had to pay for it as he came down on the back of Penny.
Penny is 4th in the league at the free throw line this year. Now has hit 19 consecutive free throws. He has 7 of the 9 Magic points. That ties the game at 7:37 to play. Raja almost traveling.
I mentioned to you about Dino. He can handle the ball.
Oh, Penny, a beautiful steal, picks Brown's pocket. Hardaway now with his 18th steal in the last 5 games. Magic have been unbelievable in forcing turnovers of late. Brian Shaw, weak side drive.
Nice. Another nice pass by Shaquille, giving the assist on that one. Good movement without the basketball, Brian Shaw, to find the open place on the floor.
And the first Magic lead of the night, 11-9, 7 minutes to go on the court.
I don't think you'll see Boston go to A.C. Earl as they did Montrose.
He's not nearly as strong as Big Eric.
Well, he's not, and he's just not playing with much confidence right now. You mentioned he started the first few ball games.
Oh, the Magic break the trap beautifully. Couldn't finish the play, however. But they will get the ball as Boston takes timeout. 6:44 to play. Neither team shooting very well. Magic at 5 of 13. Boston 5 for 11. But we're all even at 11 here in the first quarter.
It is good.
What?
I'll tell you later.
I'm not old enough. There's your score here with 6:44 to play in the first quarter. If you want to know why the Magic have won their last 5 games in a row, look at these numbers, Jack. It all starts defensively.
Yes, it does. And, of course, 4 of those games at home, and the Magic, of course, would be better there. But still, you look at the defensive totals for the opposition, and you see 98.2 points per game in the last 5 ball games after a horrendous start on the defensive end for the Magic in the first 4 games. They forced turnovers. I mean, they're doing a lot of things very well right now.
And when you play good defense, forced turnovers, you score a lot of points. I mean, the Magic leading the league in that category, 117 a game, and 49% from the field. And O'Neal, oh, what a beautiful cycle-like move.
Well, that's a lot of confidence shown by Shaq on that play, and he just knows A.C. Earl nowhere near strong enough to keep him away from the basket. Just didn't hesitate taking the ball to the hole.
13-11. Earl shows pump fakes. O'Neal couldn't block it. That looks like Robert Parrish right there.
That's just what I was going to say. That high shot, those long arms just flailing away.
Boston trying to trap the Magic here. O'Neal off his shoe top.
Now, good luck, Penny Hardaway. Someone got just enough of a hand on it to make it tough for Shaq to handle.
So Boston looks to reclaim the lead here. 6 minutes to play in the quarter. David Wesley running the show. He's played well for Boston.
Played a lot of minutes also in the last 3 games or so.
And 47 against the Hornets. He doesn't look tired, though. 4 to shoot. Raja fall away. Oh, they're hitting shots now.
Well, he's tough. Rogers just so tough at 6'11". He does so many things well, handling the basketball, creating for himself.
Nick Anderson, 17, shot at 18.
Well, I watched Nick. Yeah, I watched him in the pregame, and he had a lot of trouble making shots there also, and sometimes that carries over right into the game. Look for Nick to try to get something on the fast break, get something going towards the hole to get a little confidence.
Hardaway posts up. By Wesley. Oh, baby. 9 for Hardaway.
Well, Wesley knew he was not supposed to be caught down there on Finney, and just posed no problem for Hardaway to score that one.
Raja again.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. You saw him with his back to the basket the time before. Now he uses the screen, gets out to the free throw line. One quick dribble creates the shot for himself. So he has that luxury of being able to do a lot of things with the basketball.
Earl against O'Neal. Shaq shows, goes up and under. He gets smacked around, no call. Hardaway in the lane. He's stripped by Rick Fox. And we'll see if Rick is guilty of the foul. And Ed Rush says yes.
But I talked about Nick Anderson and the fact that in the shoot-around right before the game, not this morning, but just out here trying to warm up, he didn't shoot the ball well. As I watched him, I watched Penny Hardaway, and he was doing a lot of things real well. He was moving well, running up and down the floor, played some one-on-one games, and you see his sweat. He's got a real good sweat going right now, and you can kind of get a feel at times what kind of game a guy's going to have. And I thought Penny might come out and play well because of the way he went through the shoot-around right here before the game.
It's like a professional boxer. You see those guys come in for a title fight, right? And the guys that have the good sweat are usually loose into the fight, the first part of the fight. The guys that aren't usually end up staring at the stars.
Yeah.
Raja out. He leaves with 8 points and was 4 of 5 from the field with 4 rebounds. Derek Strong, who gave the Magic nightmares when he was with the Bucks, comes into the game. He's a terrific rebounder, is Strong. Very aptly named. Big guy out of Xavier. 17-15, Celtics have the lead. Penny Hardaway, uncharacteristically, missed 2 free throws in a row.
Yeah, that's very surprising this year.
He only missed 5 in 54 attempts. Steve Brown, 3 got it.
Well, Dean's shooting with so much confidence, Penny's going to have to stay at home.
Shaw gets it at half court. Anderson down low to Horace Grant, pushed by Strong.
Strong checks into the ball game for for Dino Raja, and the thing that the Celtics will miss with Raja on the bench is his offense. What they do get with Strong, though, is a guy that is just as his name. He is very strong, particularly around the basket. He rebounds very well. He is not the offensive player, but he does a lot of good things on defense and around the board.
He and Lou Edwards came to the Celtics for Ed Pinckney. As Horace shoots free throws, we'll take a look at our league leaders, brought to you by Continental Airlines. More airlines for your money. Well, surprise, surprise.
Right up at the list. He and David Robinson will be in a battle again.
And Shaq, if he shoots those free throws, he might win the scoring title. 4:12 to go. I think last year Shaq was outscored by Robinson by 4 points. But David played one less game, so average-wise, he ended up on top. And overall points-wise, too. 4 minutes left. Rick Fox rejected Grant. That's the goaltend. I don't know if that was to the rim.
I don't think so. I think it was going to get caught right in between the rim and the basket. But it was there, and good call by the officials. Magic handling that full court pressure very well right now. No problem at all.
Well, they can't stop Penny, and we can't stop Raja and Brown. 3:40 to go. 22-19 you score. Fox all by himself. He beats Nick on the baseline, runs into a trap. Missed the shot, but Earl the stick back.
Well, those are the kind of plays that will get a guy's confidence up very quickly. And A.C. Earl has struggled since starting the first ball games of the season, first 3 games of the season. So if he can have any luck at all against Shaq.
Earl the foul. Shaq couldn't finish. First on A.C. Earl. Well, tonight it looks like early the Magic are not playing the kind of defense that won them 4 games in a row at home.
Yeah, and you think back to the games where they were giving up the 115 average that you saw early. It usually came, or a lot of it came, in the first half of play, and then you saw a totally different team in the second half. If you think back to Charlotte, I think they gave up 73 points in the first half there. You go up to New York, they gave up some points early in that ball game. They weren't playing defense. And then the second half against Charlotte, against the Knicks, they were totally different. So maybe we'll see a little bit of that here tonight.
And you've played in this building. It is absolutely freezing down here on the floor.
It is.
How hard is it for the players to get loose?
And this year, there's no ice under the floor.
Yeah,
we usually had to deal with that, and it's still cold in here. You know, for players running up and down the floor, just a couple of times is good. Really, a player would rather have it kind of cool because you don't burn up as much energy trying to get up and down, and they're match for skill.
Hardaway comes up and has his pocket picked in return. Now the Celtics have a 2-on-1. Wesley challenges O'Neal, takes an awful shot.
Well, Shaq got away with foul there, I thought.
Fox penetrates, Strong couldn't handle, and there's the offensive problems he has, and Penny gets the run out and the reverse. 13 for Hardaway in the period. 24-23, Anderson the assist.
Well, the Magic gets a break there. I thought there was a lot of body contact on that trip to the hole by Wesley. But that's a guy that hasn't played very much.
Shaw got Fox, and it's on the pass-off. Timeout on the floor. Magic take timeout with 2:35 left. Brian Shaw, I believe, will be called for his second. He is, and we'll take a break. Boston 24, Magic 23. The good guys struggling on the defensive end here early. Is there a card?
Bell South.
There you go. Look at our slam dunk replay brought to you by Bell South Mobility. Bell South Mobility never stands still.
Well, this one happened early in the game. Penny Hardaway was the run out as the Magic defense does force a turnover there. Penny with the reverse. The crowd here in Boston normally doesn't get real excited about a whole lot. Got excited about that one and gave Penny the ovation that he deserved.
Derek Strong, a quick exile to the bench. Dino Raja back for Boston. Anthony Bowie is up off the bench for Orlando. He may come in for Nick Anderson, who has struggled so far in this game. 2:30 left. Here's Earl against O'Neal out on the floor. Shaq strips him and a whistle. But that was overdue. He got away with one earlier.
Yeah, and I think that might be a little bit of it. Chris Ford, one of the best at working the officials. Let them hear a little bit about it after Wesley took the ball to the basket against Shaq and didn't get a call. AB, you see him checking in. Brian Shaw takes the seat. And I think what Brian is trying to establish here with this early rotation, getting AB in the ball game, is this rotation that we've seen here lately. Now, he'll come back with Shaw for Nick Anderson. This moves Penny over to the point guard spot, and then they will rotate in that way.
Celtics wanted the 2 shots on the play, didn't get it. D. Brown now with 2:18 to play in the quarter. Magic with only 10 healthy bodies at Brian Hill's disposal here tonight. Earl got himself free, missed a shot. Long rebound back to A.C. Earl. Horace Grant challenges, makes him miss, but not on the third try.
Well, you know, that's the kind of play that they've been wanting from Earl. And you hear the crowd, they just know if they're going to be successful, they have to have Earl having a good year. So that's good to see.
Minute 50 left. Shaq down low against Earl. Bodies him up, moves baseline. Missed that triple shot. And Roger the rebound. Boy, Shaq's missing inside early. He's 2 out of 6 in the game. 1:37 to go. 3-point Boston lead. A chance to extend it to 5 or more. That would be their biggest margin here tonight.
Now, the real positive thing, at least to this point, is that Shaq hasn't picked up his second foul. The Magic have 1:26 to go, so Brian can leave him in there tonight if he wants to get him through this period, hopefully with just 1 foul.
Chris Ford, you can see shaking his head, saying, "Oh, the exuberance of youth," but an easier pass might have been the better play there for Boston. Shaq zigged, AB zagged. 1:10 to go, another Magic turnover. That's number 5 in the game. And Rick Fox Dipsy News for 2 more. He's got 6. 28-23, the Magic getting beaten in the post. They're getting beaten in transition. Horace Grant gives and goes, challenges. He has it spotted away by Earl.
Yeah, that's good defensive play. And A.C. Earl, you know, you don't want to see a guy play all that well against the Magic, but I'm really happy from what I'm seeing from him because he has struggled this season.
Roger sets the screen. D. Brown buries the 2. 30-23. They give him 2 or 3 there.
Gave him 2.
8 for Brown, and the Magic want to take a timeout here. 30.9 seconds left. The Celtics have put 30 on the board against the Eastern Conference's top team.
Well, you know, when the Magic have not looked good this year, it's been because of because of the lack of effort on the defensive end of the floor. And I think the Magic here mentally just were not ready to start this ball game as they should have been. And Brian understands that. I'm sure he's drawn up a play and talking to them about it, or at least it appears that he is. But I would say that he is getting on them about their defense right now more than anything else.
Your Chrysler Plymouth dealers are the home of the minivan. The Magic haven't guarded anybody here tonight. Celtics are shooting 56%. They've taken 25 shots in the first quarter of this ball game, and have not taken a free throw yet.
Well,
so they're not fouling anybody. They're not.
Well, they haven't been close enough, really.
That's exactly right.
Foul very many people. Rick Fox went up under the basket, got bumped, but he threw the pass, was not going to the hole, and that prevented him from getting to the line. But you know, the Magic just simply have not been really focused on the defensive end of the floor. I think that will change. The Celtics surely have gotten their attention here so far in this ball game, leading 30-23.
Well, Magic fans, you and a friend could win a trip with the Magic in our Chrysler Plymouth NBA City trivia game. Just watch our Magic Road games and Sunday Night Magic on TV 18 Orlando this month to receive a clue revealing an NBA city. David Steele, Mr. Subliminal, will give you the trivia question each and every Sunday night. After collecting all 7 clues, send with your name, address, and number to NBA City Trivia, P.O. Box 76, Orlando, Florida 32802. One fan will have the Magic entry and win the NBA City trip. Here is tonight's NBA City Trivia question. Boy, these questions are awfully tough. In which city does former Magic assistant Bob Hill coach San Antonio? 30.9 seconds to play here in the first quarter. 30-23 is your score. I'm trying to get Nick Anderson started, and in illegal defense, Ace Hero had a toe on the strike.
Yeah, he was back in the paint, Wesley on the paint, but he is legal because Penny Hardaway was down on the low post.
That's a warning. Next time, a technical foul. Now, we're talking with Glenn Ordway, the Celtics radio announcer here, about some of these young players like A.C. Earl in the Celtics green and white, about why they have struggled. It's almost as if they give up on the players too quickly here. As Nick turns around, misses that post-up move. Shaq in the paint against Raja. Off-balance runner is good. And he said the reason is they've been so used to excellence here in Boston. If a guy isn't Robert Parrish or Kevin McHale immediately, it's as if the guy can't play. And as we all know, that's certainly not the case. D. Brown swatted away by Shaq. A.B. couldn't handle it. He may have turned an ankle.
He is hurting as well.
And the shot doesn't go. A.B. turned an ankle. And that's the end of the first quarter. A.B. and Shaq turned in a dandy play, and Anthony Bowie's right ankle is absolutely killing him. And as we told you, the Magic are already short in the backcourt and at the small forward spot here in this ball game. We're through one. We'll check on A.B., see how he's feeling. Right now, the scoreboard tells the story. Boston outplayed the Magic 30-25 at the end of one.
Yes. I'll take it. Get a look here at the injury to A.B. He'll come down on Shaquille's foot, watch down low, and there he is, turns it right there, and it's his right foot. It seems to be okay as he stays into the ball game. Tree Rollins checks in for Shaquille, who played that period, was picking up just one foul.
A.B. up top. Boy, the Magic have not gotten many outside shots to fall in this game. That's so very important. Hardaway steps through, flips it up and in. Oh, baby.
Really nice. Well, they won't have any trouble going to the hole against the Celtics because they're not a very good shot blocking team. Under 5 blocks a game, the Celtics. So the Magic will be able to get to the hole here tonight. They've done that.
Raja. Nope. Hardaway rebounds. He's been everywhere. Remember, he had his first career triple-double here in Boston last April. 11:23 to go. Penny crosses over, runs into trouble, whips it over to Tree. Back to Hardaway. One pass too many, maybe. Here comes D. Brown. He waits for the cavalry to come.
Now, Tree was surprised to get the shot, get the pass into the paint that time. Came in quick. Of course, it's that Shaq, the ball that's going to the hole. Maybe jumped through by this time, but kind of surprised Tree, I think.
You know, Raja, the focal point of the offense. Rollins made him make a good shot. And Raja did for his 10th bucket of the game, 10th point of the game, excuse me, 32-27. Here's your score.
I think the Magic right here need a basket from Nick.
Yeah, Nick's 0 for 4 in the game. He's working against McDaniel, and another illegal defense or a foul. Let's see. It's a foul on Wesley. His first. And Earl out strong in. Look at our first quarter stats brought to you by Champion.
The Celtics, that tells you how the kind of defense the Magic have played to this point. Look at that, 56%. Out rebounding the Magic by 4 as well, so not a good first period for the Magic. Still think Nick Anderson needs the bucket.
He whips it over to Tree Rollins. Horace Grant will take the 18-foot jumper. He'll miss that. Horace looking for his first field goal of the game. He is now 0 for 3. Wesley over to McDaniel. It's deflected off his body. Our stats, of course, brought to you by Champion, exclusive maker of NBA uniforms, practice wear, and warm-ups.
Guess who got a hand on that pass to deflect it off of Xavier McDaniel? Penny Hardaway. He's been everywhere.
He catches again. Wesley, though, commits another foul. His second. Chris Ford didn't like that call.
No, and I think Wesley has an argument, but I was going to say earlier, when you look at Wesley, you're talking about a guy who hasn't played much and doesn't have the respect of the officials, so he's not going to get many calls his favor. Took the ball to the hole against Shaq, got bumped. Probably should have ended up on the free throw line, did not.
Hardaway, pump fake, steps through. He gets hit. A lot of ball, too. Give the Celtics credit. They played great D there. Wesley in transition. D. Brown, open D. Brown, silk. Brown with 10, Raja with 10. Anderson catches. Magic almost coughed it up there. Orlando has not looked sharp here tonight. 34-27. McDaniel guards Rollins. Anderson against Strong. Nick uses the quickness on the baseline, and that'll get him going.
Yes, the big ass Brian Shaw at the table. He will come in for Nick Anderson, but it's always good to go over there with something good happening. And Nick now can go think about what he did to get that basket and should be more effective when he comes back out.
Raja shows and goes. Horace Grant, more good D.
He is very good.
36-29. Hardaway catches it again. They rush to double. Anderson fakes the three. Hardaway whips it over to Rollins. Right-hand hook. That's strong. Grant tap. No, when that's not going, you know you're struggling.
Yeah, that's a tough break for Grant. He had such good position. He got a little bit too much hand on it.
Wesley in the paint. And another pass to
Go,
Strong.
Nick. Get it, Nick.
3-on-1. Penny. Oh, backed hard by the X-Man.
Oh, man. See if they call that flagrant. Boy, he let him have it.
Good foul by McDaniel.
Good foul.
Hardaway's going to shoot the free throws.
Well, Grant comes back and makes the play after missing the tip. Well, but watch the X-Men get him here. So, not flagrant. Good foul. Our producer, John Cook, points out that the X-Man was going for the ball, but it doesn't matter that he's going for the ball.
Dino Raja has some blood on his shirt. He's going to have to come out of the game or put on a new jersey under the NBA's infectious diseases rule. Raja's checking himself to see if somebody poked a hole in it.
I had to throw that in with our producer, who is giving me a hard time in my headset right now.
Well, John Cook leads the league in that. Now let's see what the story is here.
Well, they're looking around to see which player is bleeding at the time, and Dino has it on his shirt, so he will have to come out of the ball game, go in and change. He ran right off. Eric Montrose comes back into the ball game.
This is a bad break for Boston. He's got 2 fouls, and Raja's been playing great. Anthony Avent in for the Magic. Hardaway to the free throw line. 36-29, Boston by 7. Magic shooting only 40%. Boston nearly 60. It's been the Penny Hardaway show in this game tonight. Second-year pro out of Memphis, 15 points, 3 rebounds.
Well, it didn't take Raja long to.
Shaq back in. Pump fakes. Montross commits the foul. That's his third. That works just beautifully.
Dino already back at the scores table, ran back, and he had the jersey ready, so he is back into the game. Brian Shaw comes in for Penny Hardaway. Nick Anderson will stay on the floor. Another opportunity for Nick to shine, get a basket or two.
So Montross back to the bench. Chris Ford letting him hear about it as he sits down.
Some Magic fans in the building. Want Mark Redan and Sandy Wall want to say hi to their friends and family in Sanford and Lake Mary, Florida.
Say hi, y'all. Raja against Evans. Dino backs in, lowers the boom, missed it badly. Shaquille the rebound. Get some rebounds on this team you can run against. Magic haven't gotten many of those. Shaq catches in the post quickly against Strong and a triple team. Too strong. Aben on the offensive glass. Good move by Double A. And he gets the roll.
That's a big help right there to get Anthony Aben coming into the game and immediately producing for the Magic.
Boy, it's like an old Milwaukee Bucks reunion for Double A. He's got Strong and Blue Edwards, former teammates, now with Boston. Raja, yes. He's tough. Yes, signed him to a contract extension. 12 points, 6 rebounds. Shaw steps through. Anderson saves the turnover. Nick in the lane, runner no. Dino Raja leads the break, whips it over to D. Brown, leads it on Bowie. 12 for Brown. Anderson, 2 on in.
Well, that's the way to push it right back at you. The Magic gave up the quick basket on the other end. The Celtics not balanced defensively, and the Magic saw that, pushed the ball right back up, and got Shaquille a quick 2. The real problem with Raja is that at 6'11", you can't bring a center out there to guard him because of his ability to put the ball on the floor. So you have to come at him with the smaller player.
O'Neal against Strong, no contest. So the 2 biggest players on the floor are putting on a shooting clinic so far in this game, and the Magic within 2. Each of them have 14. Hardaway has 16 to lead all scorers.
Casey Earl will check back in the game, and there's Brian Shaw with the steal, and Chris Paul will have to burn a timeout, I guess. Nope. Yeah, he's going to take a 20-second timeout.
Not happy at all.
And it will be a full.
Is Chris Ford. 6:42 left. Boston will take the timeout after the turnover. The Magic get the stuff. Well, first of all, let's see what's going on here. Bill Spooner is going to call a delay of game warning. And they're going to bring him back out on the floor here. It should be a timeout. It's the first stop under 7 minutes. Yeah, it's a timeout. Here we go. They weren't sure whether or not there had been a stop and play. 6:42 left. Timeout on the floor, guys.
Magic wires.
I'll say what I want to say. Okay, I'll say what you want. Well, the Magic Wives are working to make the holiday season a little more magical for you. Magic Wives will be selling these beautiful Christmas ornaments on December 2nd and 10th on the concourse level at Magic Games. All of the proceeds will benefit the Orlando Magic Youth Foundation charity. So stop by the ornament display on the arena concourse and pick up some bright trimmings for your holiday tree. 40-40 ball game here. Rick Fox leads the break. Ran into O'Neal, offensive foul. He was out of control.
Yeah, he was. And even Chris Ford didn't argue that. Now, Shaq seems to be hurting just a little bit.
As he took a knee to the chest, it looks like.
Took a knee to the chest.
And he says something to Rick Fox like, big fella, don't be doing that to me anymore. And now they're having words at center court. Shaq took exception to the hard drive, and he says, I'm going to remember that.
Well, I don't know. I think Fox was just a little out of control, but Shaq thought he raised his knee up just a little bit high, and I don't know if both players will be hit with a technical foul here for talking a little bit too much trash. Let's get a look at it right here.
Oh, well, Shaq got hit right in the midsection. 20-second timeout taken, and it has expired by the Magic.
Rick Fox gets the worst of it.
Yeah.
But you saw Chris Ford over there, and he never did look at the official to complain that it might have been a block. He went right to Fox and said, stay under control as you take the ball to the basket.
Well, Shaq's upset. Nick Anderson trying to calm him down. 6:36 left. The Magic burn their 22nd timeout here. It's a 40-40 game. It's been a struggle tonight. See if that kind of play will get the big fella going here.
He must have caught Shaq in the throat area because he's still kind of, it appears, struggling to catch his breath. Could have gotten hit in the midsection also.
Over the top to O'Neal. Raja meets him too late. Well, we'll see if the big fella takes over the game here. 2-point Magic lead.
Yeah, he's played well already. I mean, he's having a big game, big first half of play. 16 points for Shaq.
Celtics have yet to shoot a free throw in this game. Lou Edwards, yes. Very athletic player. He's played with the Bucks and with Utah. His first year here in Boston came over in the Ed Pinckney deal with Milwaukee. Under 6 minutes, Shaq against Earl. Jump shooting, yeah.
You just don't want to do anything to get some players fired up, and that might have done it for Shaq. I'm not sure. He's 18 now.
5:42 to go in the half.
They'll try to go to Blue Edwards again against Anthony Bowie because of his body size.
Magic switching all over the place. Now Fox catches, steps behind the arc. Give and go. Raja blocked O'Neal. Ball on the floor. Shaw comes away. Good defense there by the Magic. Here comes Shaw. Crossover dribble. No, not to be. Now the Celtics run out 4-on-2. Rick Fox. He has it poked away. Anthony Bowie to reach in.
Nick Anderson's played a lot of minutes in this ballgame. Give him credit. He has hung tough and continued to try to make good things happen. Penny Hardaway gets back in the game. Nick takes a seat. It's not the kind of game Nick Anderson has had in the first 9 games of this season for the Celtics, at least to this point, but you can expect Nick to come back and to play better the rest of this game. He's having a great year.
Rick Fox. Out of North Carolina, proud new papa. Great athlete, comes from an athletic family. His mother was a high jumper on the Canadian Olympic team back in the 60s. They'll take 1 out of 2, so the Magic lead by 1 here. 5:13 left here in our first game of the year at Boston Garden. Earlier, I thought this was our final game here. Poor pass there from Hardaway. 5 minutes left. We come back here in April. We also play a game against Boston in Hartford. Lou Edwards with 30. Good.
And that's Lou's first 3 of the season. He had missed his first 9 attempts from behind the three-point line coming into this ball game.
Shaq down low against Earl. Brown double teams him. Shaq holds the ball like a big grapefruit. Shaw shoots a short 3. Avent, nice rebound over Raja. The crowd wanted to push.
Well, Dino tried to grab his arm to keep him from elevating, but Avent continued to work hard. And there's the push as Dino Raja comes across the lane.
Avent, the first foul. He has 4 points, 3 rebounds, does Anthony Avent. So he's been a very, very pleasant surprise in this ball game here tonight. It's going to take 10 guys to get the job done here in Boston this evening. That's all the Magic have. Raja against Avent.
Nice
defense there.
Excellent defense, and Raja, for some reason, brought the ball back down that time.
AB down low to O'Neal, up and under and in.
Nice pass, AB.
So Shaq's hit 3 in a row after the offensive foul by Rick Fox. 48-46, 2-point game. They do it with defense. Edwards steps back, shoots another one. Oh, boy. 2 for 11 now, 8 points. All of them in the period. And Fox the hand check.
You know,
That's
Blue
3.
Edwards seemed to always play well against the Magic when he was with Milwaukee. He would come out and normally shoot the ball pretty well. And as I said, coming into this game, he hadn't made a three-point shot. He missed 9 attempts, but he's knocked down both here tonight.
Coming in at halftime, we'll take a look at Nick's Thanksgiving. Nick and Shaquille O'Neal both very generous with their time and money, helping those less fortunate during the holiday season. We'll see what Nick was up to yesterday. Here at halftime, Avent leaves, gets a big hand from his Magic teammates.
Real nice job.
Rick Fox out, McDaniel in. Two for Boo. Horace Grant back in for the Magic. Rogers had his way with the Magic so far in this ball game.
Now this lineup right here on the floor for the Celtics has been one that
Edwards, yes.
I was going to say hadn't produced a lot of points when they've had D. Brown playing the point guard. It takes D. Brown out of the offense because he has to create and get everyone else involved.
Hardaway doubled immediately. 3:20 left, 10 to shoot. Ford marshaling his troops on the sideline. Roger the block. And it goes to Earl. Can you believe it? And AC nearly lost it. Edwards traveled, no call. Roger got a layup. 53-50 Boston. Shaw cuts from O'Neal. Left hand, no. Grant fights for the rebound. Can't get it. McDaniel does.
Now, someone for the Magic is going to have to make a shot from the outside.
X-Man whips it into Earl. He'll pull up, shoot it short.
Yeah, ugly shot there.
Ugh. Yeah, no jumpers have gone in this game. Poor pass there from O'Neal. Now Edwards has had a huge second quarter. D. Brown, pull up. Yes. Brian Hill wants timeout. It's 55-48. The scoreboard has it wrong here. It's 55-48. On the official stats here, it's a 7-point Celtic lead. And well, now the scoreboard up top says 55-50, so the score is correct. Excuse me. 2:16 left. Blue Edwards has been a huge, huge spark for the Celtics, and we'll take timeout. Derek Strong back into the Celtics as we resume play here. Shaq fouled by Earl. A.C. Earl is guilty of number 2.
A.C. Earl tried to keep Shaq out of the middle, put both hands on him, pushed, held, did everything he possibly could, but still couldn't keep him out of there.
Another look as Nick Anderson back into the game as well. Magic need Nick to get hot here. He's really struggled in this game. Still a long way to go. Shaq with 20 points so far here in the first half. 2 out of 4 at the stripe. Too strong there, but Earl knocks it out of bounds. Dino Raja on the bench for Boston. So Orlando could stand a little bit of a run here with Boston's top scorer, at least Dominique Wilkins, out on the bench.
Well, if and when it happens, it's going to happen on defense.
Kenny White reaches over and is close to drawing the technical foul.
I think you've just seen the Celtics out-hustle the Magic to this point. They're just not as sharp as we've seen them in the last 4 or 5 games, really. And Brian, you see the concern on his face, hoping for the Magic to kick in here.
Well, we've seen this team in years past play up or down to the level of competition. It's not a slap at the Celtics, but it's I wonder if this team suffers from a bit of a letdown after clobbering Houston so badly at home. You hate to think that, but the way this team's played, you can't help but mention it passing here. 1:30 to go. AB against Edwards, stepped out of bounds. Or was pushed.
Yeah, they call the push. Good call. AB doing a little politicking there to get Bill Spooner to see things his way. Watch Blue Edwards right there. There's the push along the baseline, and that's forcing them out of bounds.
So AB shoots free throws.
So AB has played a lot of minutes in this game. He's been pretty effective. Missed that free throw, but he's done a lot of good things for the Magic.
8 free throw misses in the game for the Magic. It's a 5-point affair.
Now, a lot of areas where sharpness of mind show up in your game, and free throw line is one of those. Turnovers another.
So 1 out of 2 on that trip. 4-point Celtic lead. As badly as the Magic played, Boston has built only a 2-bucket advantage here. Brown against Bowie, Hardaway against Edwards. They'll try to cool him off, but you've got Roger back on the floor for Boston. Down low, Grant pops it away from Dino with 6 to shoot now. He's way outside. 4 to shoot. He's doubled. McDaniel over O'Neal, and the foul.
Maybe AB from behind. I don't know. Came over very quickly.
That's the call. That hurts. There were 2 seconds left on the shot clock. 0-2 on AB.
Let's see if he gets him. AB is still talking to Blaine Reichelt. Said I didn't get him, and it didn't on that play. From that angle, at least.
So the X-Man to the stripe. Boy, you don't think he enjoyed this Thanksgiving. Proud new papa again. Carlina Michel was born on November 18th. And he was here in town witnessing the birth of his child. That snapped a 350 consecutive game stretch for the X-Men. (56-51) your score. Nick Anderson all by his lonesome. Nick leans in.
Oh, man. Didn't look real pretty as he let it go, but used the backboard very well. 4 points now for Nick.
That makes it a 3-point game. Under a minute here in the second quarter. Surprised the Magic haven't put Shaquille on Raja?
No, because Raja does too many things out on the floor away from the ball. I mean, out high, away from the basket. You just can't.
Strong. Oh, lost it. Well, no, AB knocks it out of bounds. So it goes back to the Celtics.
Yeah, you can put Shaq on Raja, but the only thing the Celtics will do as soon as that happens is bring him out on the floor, and now Shaquille has to play him off the dribble, and there's just no way Shaq can do that.
30 seconds left. Strong sets the screen for Blue Edwards. AB plays him pretty well. Strong against O'Neal. Shaq commits the foul, and Strong at 6'8" will have a 3-point opportunity.
Well, another play that is very indicative of the effort we've seen from the Magic so far. That one by Shaquille. And watch right here as Shaq makes the attempt to go for the block. You see that you try to take the easy way out by hitting the ball on the way up. And against a player like Strong, you just can't do that because he protects the ball so well.
So the Celtics by 6. The Magic have virtually the entire shot clock to work with here. See how they play it here. They'll take a quick shot, and they'll hit it. 22 for Shaq in the half. Now a stop here would be nice at the halftime intermission. A steal and a bucket would be even nicer. That's what's left in the first 2 quarters here. Brown turns the corner, whips it over to Raja for a wide-open shot. Well, it was awfully easy. 18 for Raja at the half, and that's the end of the first 2 periods. Boston Celtics absolutely out-hustled the Magic in the first 2 periods of play.
At times, and they have scrambled just a little bit once they get the ball up the floor. Shaq pushed in the lane that time by Eric Montrose, and he has 4 now. See if Chris Ford goes with him a little bit longer.
11:14 to go. Shaq now 2 out of 6 at the free throw line. He hasn't had a whole lot of help there. That one perfect. The Celtics owner keeps on screaming behind us.
Yeah. He is on the officials tonight.
The leather lungs go on. 11:05 to play third quarter. Bounce pass to Fox. He had position on Anderson. Nick's just not there right now.
Well, that's been a tough matchup, and Nick has played the second guard spot and hasn't been matched up a lot, particularly starting the game against
Nice move, Horace.
against big people. So Nick might be having a little bit of trouble adjusting down there right now.
Wesley gets by Shaw, gets by Hardaway. D. Brown, quick release. Whoa, bounced out, pop back in. 10:30 to play. Teams trading baskets here early in the third quarter.
Well, that's good for the Celtics, but it's not good for the Magic. You see that little trap right there, a little full-court pressure that has forced the Magic to use up a little bit of time. They get the ball into the Shaq that time, but could not knock it down.
He's missed about 4 layups in this game. Now Raja has it popped away by Anderson. Good defensive play by Nick. If he isn't scoring, Nick can still help this team tremendously by playing solidly on the defensive end of the floor.
And I think that's been the real difference in Nick's game. He understands that.
D. Brown on the inbound. Won't go. Montross lost the rebound to Shaw. Bryant lobs it to Hardaway. He'll catch on D. Brown and get the easy deuce.
Very easy, but a nice pass from Shaw led Penny Hardaway just right out of the reach of D. Brown.
The lead trimmed to a half dozen for Boston.
See if Dino gets a shot here. He really hasn't touched the ball much to this point.
It's fine with me. 6 to shoot. Montross with a right-hand hook. Oh, way too strong. Magic wanted a loose ball foul on Montross there, but no such luck. Lob to O'Neal. He caught it. Finger rolls it in.
That could have been an offensive goaltending call right there by the officials. Shaq with 25.
Fox to Raja. Nice movement. Raja with 20. 31 is season high.
Yeah, Eric Montross is really going to be at the Magic whim right here as to whether or not they want to give the ball to Shaq. I mean, there's just not any way he's going to be able to stop him. He has 4 fouls, but even at that, he is just totally confused as to what the Magic want to do right now every time down. He's struggling.
Brian Shaw commits the foul. A.C. Earl in for the Celtics.
Montross a rookie. He'll get better. He'll have a better matchup against Shaq maybe the next time out. But Shaquille doing just what he had to do there, and that is to make the rookie pay.
Well, I like the way that kid's played hard-nosed basketball. He's going right after Shaq. And Wesley in the top 10, in fact, top 5 in three-point shooting in the league. Makes the Magic pay there. Point game in favor of the Celtics. Boston continues to shoot a high percentage, 60% in the game.
That's such a tough matchup at the guard spot. Penny Hardaway.
Shaw guards Wesley. Anderson guards Fox. Raja guarded by Grant. Dino lowers the boom.
Yeah, we've said it before. He's a handful.
8:22 left. Shaq again converged on by Earl and the foul. Again, Boston using up those fouls.
I think the one thing that the Magic have done real well here in this game on offense, in particular, is they have cleared it out when Shaquille catches the ball. They've done a good job of moving without the basketball, the other players, and that takes away a lot of opportunities for the Celtics to give Shaquille real good solid help, or his defensive player real good solid help, but Shaq not making his free throws tonight.
That's 5 misses at the free throw line. Magic team is 10 out of 18. 73-66 your score. 4 minutes into our third quarter. Fox just pushes it right down the middle of the floor. D. Brown for 3. He's wide open. It's been a clinic tonight for Boston. Another Magic timeout. 10-point Celtic lead, 76-66. We'll be right back.
Lenny Carrier had him over on the bench, ran down to the Celtic bench.
Hardaway lost it, got it back, and Rick Fox fouled him.
They ran down to the Celtics bench to get the doctors very quickly to go back into the locker room, and I would imagine that he has, and I'm just guessing because you know, we weren't close enough to know, but I'm just guessing that he has either a dislocated finger, possibly, or some kind of fracture to a finger or the hand. Let's hope it's not that serious. We'll find out in just a minute, but he was in obvious pain as he left the bench. But the thing that concerned me was when Lenny ran down and said, "We need your doctors quick." And they ran behind Horace Grant into the locker room area. So let's hope he's not hurt badly. Anthony Aben in the ballgame.
Raja rejected. Fox weak side, got the roll.
Now, Tree Rollins with the block on Raja. So the Magic going very big right now. Anthony Aben not into the game.
Hardaway steps through, and the foul on Dino. On the pass-off, the dunk won't count. Only the first foul on the Croatian sensation.
Yeah, you know, it's been a long time since I've seen this kind of defense or lack of defense as a team for the Magic. I mean, really no one excelling on defense.
Catches low against Earl. Spins into the lane this time. Draws the contact and has a three-point chance.
You know, coming into this period, I mean, as we look at this period, the shooting during that last time out, the Magic were 5 of 7, so they're shooting the ball well enough. The problem is the Celtics were 6 of 8 during that break. You know, so when you're down by 10, you just can't afford to exchange baskets. And Shaq does get the three-point play there, so at some point the Magic is going to have to pick it up as a team on defense. And when you have a team shooting that well, you can't single out any one player. You have to look at the team.
Big key in this game, too, has been three-point shooting boost. The Celtics hit 6 of 7 shots from beyond the arc. The Magic 0 for 5. Look at Raja. Missed the shot. Long rebound. Rollins and Raja convert. Fox comes up. Loose and off O'Neal's foot.
Well, and there's Horace Grant. They have taped a couple fingers together. So, I tell you, that's nice to see. And Horace Grant, had this game been, the Magic been ahead in this game, you wouldn't see him as quickly back. But they have it all bandaged up.
Raja, strong. O'Neal got the rebound that he had to get. That's his 11th of the game. Well, give that his 5th of the game.
Excuse me. Give Brian a lot of credit here with that move to put Tree in there against Raja. That has been the only thing that has prevented him from scoring points.
Hardaway nearly tied up. Now Shaw up top, 10 to shoot. Anderson beyond the stripe. Nick feeds Shaquille. Spin move on the baseline. He'll stuff it home. Almost back down on his tippy toe. 32 for number 32. 78-73. 6:40 left. Derek Strong is going to check in at the next stop and play. Earl spin move over O'Neal. Left hand. No. Rebound. Tree Rollins.
Well, and I guess you could give A.C. Earl that shot all night long. Anderson trying to keep that streak alive from behind the three-point line, and he does. He has made one in every game, and the Celtics call timeout.
Big run here by the Magic, who look lost, but the substitution of Tree Rollins into the game certainly helped defensively, and Nick Anderson's hit a big three-point shot, and of course, you know what the big fellow Shaquille O'Neal can do. 2-point Celtic lead here. Come back with that.
Hey, don't.
Come back with that. .78-76, the Magic 8 out of 11 from the floor here in the third quarter have finally started to click offensively. And they have pulled it within 2 points. More injury problems for the Magic.
Tree Rollins right there must have hurt that knee that bothered him during preseason, and he has it all iced up. He's going to have to come out of the ball game. The good news is, though, that Horace Grant is back. He had a dislocated right middle finger. And the only thing you can do when that thing pops out like that is to have the doctor or someone grab the end of it and give it a real hard pull and hope that it jerks right back into position. And I guess that's what they did to Horace Grant. He is back in there. He's got that finger taped up, and the switch is going to be a tough matchup for Grant that far away from the basket, but he forces the miss.
And an itty-bitty Magic lineup. Look at this guy. It's like the mites out there. Horace Grant wild on the shot.
Well, that's those fingers together. He's going to have trouble holding on to the basketball.
He deflects it away, though. Now Xavier McDaniel in for the Celtics. The Magic, biggest guy on the floor is Horace Grant and Anthony Avent. Shaq gets a rest. McDaniel replaces Earl at 5:49. Just a 2-point Celtic lead, although they have outplayed the Magic in this game. Still a long way to go, however.
Anthony Avent will get called for the foul there, trying to keep the X-Man off the low block. That's a hard thing to do. The X-Man at 6'7", 205 is very good with his back to the basket. Normally a guy that size plays out on the floor, but they'll post him up with this lineup on the floor.
D. Brown open. This time he couldn't finish the play.
Although shots not falling now for the Celtics, but they're having to shoot them a little bit quicker. The Magic finally picked up some pressure on defense.
Hardaway, triple team. Shaw 4-3. Can't find the range. McDaniel rebounds at 5:22. Goose, the Magic finding themselves in trouble now, injury-wise. Starting them out a little bit. Brown, oh, what a move.
Nice body control by D. Brown.
Still a 4-point Celtics lead. Here's Horace now against Derek Strong. Backs it in. Shoots the little runner. Bad fingers and all, Horace Grant has 6 points in the game.
Well, the swelling that will come after this ball game will be the most difficult thing for Horace to deal with, having to play again tomorrow night.
Daniel, a little strong. Anderson, long rebound. Chance to tie or take the lead. Nick right through the heart of the lane.
Yes, Nick Anderson. Big basket for Nick.
That ties it at 80. Anderson against Fox. Now Rick. Ooh, risky pass. He catches with 10 to shoot now. And Anderson forces the turnover. Raja and Blue Edwards in. These are the two guys in the second quarter that absolutely shredded the Magic. Raja had 10. Edwards had 10.
Blue knocked down a couple of shots from behind the three-point line, got him going. And Raja has been steady the whole game, really. Hasn't played a whole lot and touched the ball a whole lot here in this period. Tree Rollins did a good job on him, taking him out of the game here in the third.
Catches outside. Hardaway runs around Edwards. Posts him up quickly in the lane. Spinning, firing, off balance. Won't go. Battle for the rebound. Goes Davis. He gets the roll.
Grant gets the tip.
Boy, Horace Grant, coming back from a dislocated finger, has 8 points, 6 of them in the period. And the Magic have the 2-point lead.
Now, the Magic made the run that you knew they were going to make. It's just a matter now as to whether or not they can keep the pressure on defensively.
Edwards, one pass too many. Another good play. Avent to Anderson to Hardaway. He'll catch, he'll fake, he'll fire. No tap, Avent.
Yes. And Penny's hurt. Slow to get up.
This is unbelievable.
Banged his knee on the floor, on the hardwood here at the Garden.
Edwards fakes. Magic switch around here. Caught the switch. McDaniel now against Grant. He pokes it away. Ball loose. Celtics come up. Good rotation by Avent. Now Shaw couldn't stop Edwards.
And you need to slow it down here just to make sure you get a good shot at the basket.
(84-82), 2:53 left. 8 to shoot now. Magic want the illegal, no call. Hardaway tries baseline. He flips it up. Draws the foul. Couldn't finish, however.
Well, that's really nice. And Penny Hardaway recognizing the fact that Blue Edwards is on him and just not able to hang out on the floor. So Penny using his quickness. AB will come in for Brian Shaw. Penny seems to be okay. He banged his knee on the floor, on the court. Brian Shaw takes a seat.
Just in case, what size uniform do you have?
Well, I will wear whatever they have back there if they need me.
At these prices, yeah, I don't blame you.
If they need me, no, I'm talking about I'll pay them to play.
Well,
and that's probably what it would take.
Lord, let's hope it doesn't happen. I know you can still shoot it. I'm living proof of that. 2:42 left. This is unbelievable. The Magic already with just 10 healthy bodies. Tree Rollins looks like he's hurting. Don't know his availability for this game or for tomorrow.
Yeah, I wonder if Tree will be able to come back. He's played a lot of minutes these last 2 or 3 games, with Shaq spending so much time on the bench in foul trouble.
Daniel wants it against Avent. Holds it to play all. Spin move on the baseline. Missed the shot, though. That's about as good a look at the basket as he's had all night. So the Magic making their run. 4-point lead with Shaq on the bench. That's been the story of this Magic team a lot this year. Hardaway spinning. He's just taken over the game. Missed that shot. Avent gets the tap from Grant and a late whistle.
Almost got away with it. Give Horace credit, though. Horace kept it alive. He's not going to get credit for a rebound. He's not going to get credit for the tip-in, but he kept it alive, hit it over to Avent, who did pick up the foul and has a chance to step to the line for 2.
So Blue Edwards commits the third personal. And double O smooth, or double A smooth. Anthony Avent.
Or double O smooth,
either way.
0-0. Let that go.
Magic though continue to butcher themselves at the free throw line.
Yeah, Avent had only 7 free throw attempts coming into this ball game. 5 of 7 coming into this game.
But how about the power forward spot for the Magic in this game, Jack? 6 for 13 from the field, 18 rebounds between Avent and Grant, each of them with 9.
You can win with that. That's short also.
Oh, Grant got away with a push. Back to Avent. No tap. Look at all the blue shirts. And it's Horace Grant again.
What?
No, they gave it to Nick.
Yeah, I think Nick was the guy that's in there. Boy, so many blue uniforms in there around the basket. Avent was there, Penny was there, Nick Anderson was there, Horace Grant was there, and sometimes you got to put everybody into the basket.
Oh, that hurts. Avent couldn't handle a loose ball.
Yeah, couldn't come up with it. Strong in the right place at the right time.
But the Magic have the ball and a 4-point lead here.
Well, that would have been nice, though, to stop them there.
Yeah, you're right about that. Celtics have scored but 13 points. Check that, 23 points after scoring 61 in the first half.
Magic really trying to take advantage of Blue Edwards. And they do. Penny went at him 2 or 3 times in a row, and now Nick Anderson has gotten the call. Got the chip and just cleared out the floor and allowed him to take Blue Edwards one-on-one again. Nick has 13. 9 in this period.
As he goes, so go the Magic, as we said. Roger rejected Horace Grant, weak side, 8 to shoot. Strong little jumper, no. Rebound, grabbed by Bowie.
Yeah, another trip for the Magic here. This is important. Basket here really makes a difference.
Grant held by,
and there's the push, yes. So you get to 2 points on the free throw line, hopefully here, of course, as Horace Grant gets to the basket. But this little run by the Magic, you can easily see the rise in the intensity level for the Magic on defense. Here's Grant coming in, and this is they've done a job on Roger here in this period.
He scored the 4 points. As you know, as a player, one guy on your team makes a play. You say, all right, I want to make another play.
That's right.
And it becomes contagious.
And I mentioned when the Magic were struggling, it's not one player. You can't point your finger at one guy. You have to point at the team, and the Magic as a team here on defense has gotten a whole lot more better in this period.
The lead is now, unbelievably, 7, and now it's 8. Grant with a gutty 10-point, 10-rebound effort, a double-double for Horace, his 3rd of the Magic campaign.
And for you English scholars out there, I shouldn't say a whole lot more better. They've gotten a whole lot better.
Well, you went to Kentucky.
Offense.
Yes, sir. Horace Grant again makes the play he has to make. You know, we were talking about Horace today, David Steele and I at lunch. David made the point, and I think he's right on. Nobody, I don't think in Orlando, realized just how good Horace Grant was.
Well, yes, he was hidden up in Chicago behind Scottie Pippen and behind Michael Jordan, and to some extent in the good years for Chicago behind Paxson and Cartwright. So you didn't hear as much about Horace Grant. But all you have to say about Horace Grant is what he's done since coming back in the game after that dislocated finger.
Nick again, 11 in the period. 15 for Nick, the assist to Hardaway, and all of a sudden, the Magic have made it a 10-point lead. Can you believe it?
I cannot. And how quickly you can do it when you force a team to miss shots and force a team to turn the ball over.
Raja and Avent. Anthony has been tremendous tonight. Another steal. A run out for Hardaway. Can he beat Wesley? He can. Oh, baby, what a shot. Look at the Magic bench.
Oh, boy.
Oh, man.
With the left. Oh, just the body control. I mean, to be able to have the wherewithal to know where you are in relation to the basket. Penny Hardaway with the hand on that. Now watch this as he gets bumped. Oh, man.
Stacey Augmon in Atlanta may be called Plastic Man. Penny Hardaway ought to be called Rubber Man.
Man, oh, man.
Unbelievable. Body control for Hardaway, and he has 27 points for the Magic.
Well, this has been an unbelievable period here.
97-84, the Magic have the lead. They've scored 42 points. And they have, more importantly, held the Celtics to just 23. Shot missed, and it falls in. The Magic want a goaltend. Won't get it. Blue Edwards gets the bucket. Shot won't count, but that's the end of our 3rd quarter. An incredible run by the Orlando Magic.
Unbelievable period.
They have taken a 97-86 lead into the 4th and final quarter here at the Boston Garden. We'll be right back. They were well, look at that Magic field goal percentage creeping up, Goose, as we look at our champion 3rd quarter stats.
And the Celtics still at 55%. The real key, though, they shot 59% in the first half. and their shot attempts were down in that third period. So while they made a pretty decent percentage of their shots, they didn't get very many attempts because of the Magic defense. Magic still with 9 turnovers. They had 9 at the half.
Boston also shot just 48%. We say just because they were around 64, 65% at one point in this game. So the Magic now lead it by 11. They reload with the big guy, Shaquille O'Neal, in the game. Raja handles in a tough spot with 10 to shoot. Wesley loads up the 3, will not go. Rebound O'Neal, and he'll lead a break for the Magic.
Well, look at the double teams and everything the Magic are doing right now on defense.
Shaq wants to clear it out as he's guarded by Nick wants to clear it out. No illegal defense call there. Magic working for Shaw now. AB, 18-foot jumper. Be there, baby, it is. 5 for AB. That's a key shot for the Magic at this point in the game.
Well, and yes, and for AB as well. He's finally shot the ball well in the last game for the Magic against the Rockets. But I thought he would be a key in this ball game. He's played well.
He's guarding D. Brown. Now Blue Edwards whips it off to Montross. He can't finish the play. Horace Grant with a push on the weak side. Crowd wants it to be on O'Neal, but big Horace. His second of the game. Magic with 30 free throw attempts in the game. The Celtics with how many? 7. Again, early in the game, they weren't close enough for the Magic defensively to foul Boston.
Yeah, because normally the team that plays the hardest will get the most free throw attempts in a ball game. The Celtics outplayed the Magic in the first half, but still the Magic were getting to the line, mostly because of their play around the basket, Shaquille and Penny and those guys taking the ball to the hole.
Would you say that Mr. Montross has received an education tonight?
I think so. I think he'll tell you that after the ball game. 0 points for Eric Montross. He gets his first one right there, and that matches 1 rebound.
And 4 fouls, and he picked them up early in this game. Under 11 minutes. Nick Anderson, long 3. Will not go. Rebound to Raja. The more you watch Dino Raja play, the more you like him. Really put it up. Montross over O'Neal and Grant, high banker. Give this kid time. He's going to be a good player.
I think he will. He'll turn into a player here eventually.
Boston's biggest lead was 10. Magic's biggest lead 13. Orlando now leads it by 10 themselves. Shaw penetrates, whips it over to O'Neal in traffic. Ball loose. Shaw can't finish, nor can Shaq. Now Edwards leads the Boston break. Bounce pass to D. Brown, left-hand layup.
Well, the Magic have to guard against a little bit of a letdown here. They just have to make sure they remember what they did to get the lead in the game.
AB, wild shot. Edwards, 3. 5 straight points, timeout Magic. 17 for Edwards, 1 away from his season high. He's hit 3 3-point field goals in this game after starting the year 0 for 9. We go to break. What a ball game tonight. Magic lead it by only 5.
How many points did Nick get in the third? How many points did Nick get in the third?
See the new Dodge, your friendly Gold Star Dodge dealer. Here's your game summary, Goose.
Well, the Magic outscored the Celtics, as you see, 42-25. Nick Anderson with 11 points in the third period. Hardaway had a big third as well.
So the Magic have their lead trimmed to 5, an 8-0 Celtic run here. 4 to shoot. O'Neal tries to hook 3. He's fouled again. Oh, he got away with murder right there. Fouls on D. Brown, but Shaq with the left arm really hooked himself free. Might have a replay of this. Watch the left arm of O'Neal.
Now he's going to hook just a little bit down low, and he wants to do it a whole lot more than he did. Didn't get the hook as he wanted it. So that's why the official didn't call it that way. Shaq knocked down his first.
And has 33, does O'Neal. So Nick out. Hardaway back. 9:30 to go. Magic hit the century mark here tonight. And Shaq hitting his free throws when they count. Well, they always count, I should say, but when they count a little more than most times. 34 for the big guy. 9:20 to go. This has been a super ball game tonight. Give Boston credit. We told you to play very, very hard. That ball deflected away to the Celtics with 10 to shoot.
Well, that was a nice play. Big break for the Magic there. The Penny Hardaway got a hand on it because D. Brown had used his screen away from the ball and broken wide open under the basket.
David Wesley outside. Wesley tonight. Point guard chores admirably. Ready to shoot for Edwards. He got himself free and hit that shot. How did he do that?
That's a big-time shot there. The Magic wanted to travel.
19 for Edwards. Here's Horace Grant. Fakes. Hard drive. A.B. Kick start. Too strong. Rebound and a whistle. Horace Grant over the back. Only 3 on Horace. But again, the Magic having trouble hitting jump shots as they had trouble doing in the first 2 periods. 101-96. 4 Magic players in double figures. Hardaway 27, Shaq 34, Grant 10, Nick 15 here tonight. And they're going at A.B. with Lou Edwards. Raja, double team. Oh, Horace Grant the block. A.B. tried to save, but his toe on the strike.
And Horace, well, he said, you're not going to score this time, big fella. And Horace with a nice defensive play. Well, watch as he comes over. There's the double team, and look how quickly he recovers. And just picks that one right up.
Edwards, toe on the strike. Long rebound. Poked by A.B. to Horace Grant.
Good effort, Anthony Bowie.
Well, that's a big play. 8:25 left. Shaq double teamed, illegal defense, technical foul on Boston. That comes at 8:19.
The Magic need them every way they can get them right now.
Eddie Rush explaining to the Celtics why the illegal D was called. And now 28 for Hardaway. That gives the Magic a 6-point lead. But more importantly, Orlando has the ball. I'll tell you what, Chris Ford's done a heck of a job with this team. Think about the players they have lost the last 3 years. Man, oh man. Hardaway against D. Brown. Boy, this is a great athletic matchup here. Penny spins baseline. Uses that body beautiful.
Yeah, he's done that all night. And Chris Ford wants the timeout now. But Penny, boy, he has taken total advantage of the matchups that the Celtics have thrown at him here tonight.
30 for the second-year man. The Magic lead by 8. For all the inside scoop on the Magic, don't forget to join us for Sunday Night Magic on WKCF TV 18 in Orlando every Sunday night, 10:30 Eastern Time for Sunday Night Magic with that man, your host, David Steele. And there is his perch high above in the rafters here at Boston Garden. Yet another bat in the belfry with David hanging high above courtside. He's more than ready for a new building here in Boston. Edwards against Bowie. Blues had a fine game tonight. A.B. smacked him hard. A.B. the foul. Third foul on Boo. And the third Magic team foul in the game in the period. Boston's been called for 1 whistle. 7:50 to play. Magic 104, Boston 96. Jack Gibbons, Chip Carey with you as we reach 9:30. This game's moved rather rapidly so far.
It has moved right along, boy. Blue.
Missed the shot. Montross fighting for it. Boston gets it. How in the world he got that ball between Shaquille and Horace Grant, I'll never know.
Well, they're going right at, taking the ball right to Blue Edwards right now and trying to get the advantage of Anthony Bowie, but Bowie doing a pretty decent job.
Shaq grabs the rebound away from Eric. Montross, in his rookie season, has very similar numbers to the guy he replaced in the Celtic white and green. Hardaway has that sent back his way. 7:20 to go. Wesley to Blue. Yep. Almost automatic tonight.
Someone has to find that Blue Edwards. He has continued to run right behind the three-point line. And the Magic having a hard time finding him.
Hardaway's the three, got none. Rebound, fought for, grabbed by the Celtics. Oh, Edwards nearly traveled. 104-99, 5-point Magic lead. Look for Edwards, he's open. Hardaway almost stole it. There's Edwards again, left alone. No, not this time. Celtics 8 for 10 from three-point territory in the game. And now Wesley is called for the reach-in foul on Horace Grant. His fifth. And the second on the Celtics.
And you might be asking yourself, how in the world does Blue Edwards continue to find a way open? The Magic are running double teams, particularly on the sideline, and a lot of times it's AB or one of the other guards going for the double team, and that's leaving Blue Edwards. The Celtics got to give him credit. They're finding him right now.
And they're 8 out of 11 from beyond the arc in this game. 8 for 11. Magic are 1 for 9. Hopefully 2 for 10. Thank you very much.
Kenny Hardaway with the assist. Brian Shaw held his ground and stayed right with the shot all the way through to the bottom of the basket that time.
6:18 to play. That's a big shot for the Magic. 107-99. 8-point advantage. Raja. Morris didn't buy the pump fake. Good defense there. Wesley in the lane. Up high on the other block. And the Magic come up. Bullet feet ahead to Bowie. He's got 2 to beat. He cannot. Out of bounds off of Wesley. What a play.
D. Brown made the play from the backside. But, you know, that's the thing. The Magic ran out on the break, and you have to have the kind of effort that you got from D. Brown on that play. Wesley coming from the other side, and he was right there also. D. Brown reaching in, got the hand on the ball.
Here's Hardaway on the inbound at 6 minutes. Little floater, toughest shot in basketball to hit, and he hit it.
And he has been absolutely wonderful these last 3 ball games. He will be up there for Player of the Week if he continues as he is going.
29 against the Rockets, 30 against the Heat, and 32 tonight to lead the Magic. Well, Shaquille with 34 leads the Magic. 10-point Orlando lead. We'll be back.
Is that our guy? So it doesn't matter.
The lead back to 10 here in Boston, 109-99, 5:52 left around the NBA tonight. Cleveland has come from way behind to lead Washington now. Our score is brought to you by your Florida Jeep Eagle dealer. Atlanta leading the Lakers. We'll see the Hawks in about a week to 10 days. Jersey beat Clippers by 5. Los Angeles 0-12 on the years. Raja gets going here. Raja had 18 first-half points, has 6 since. 109-101, 5:34 left. Tree Rollins out with a knee problem. Horace Grant playing with a dislocated finger.
Tree finally taking that.
That shot sent back from Shaw, 6 to shoot. Nick Anderson, long 3. Got it!
Oh, man, that hurt the Celtics right there. They make a good defensive play, and then Nick Anderson steps up, and he's at 18 again after getting off to a very slow start in this ball game.
14 of them in the second half, and he extends his three-point field goal string to 10, just 2 shy of the club record held by Dennis Scott. Raja surrounded very nicely. Brown catches, moves middle, rejected O'Neal, 5 to shoot. Fox loads up for 3, got that. So the team trade desperation bomb.
Yes, they do. Just exactly the same play we saw from the Magic. A big block, and the ball back outside for the 3.
Celtics 9 for 12. That's kept them in this game. They came in shooting 38% from beyond the arc. That percentage is going to go up a ton here tonight. Grant bodied up, has it stripped, ball loose. Boston comes up. Lou Edwards has been their star tonight. In the lane, fouled. Can he finish? No. At 4:26, the Magic foul him on a break. Ooh, Grant picks it up, his 4th. And the Magic, their 4th team foul. 4 minutes and 26 agonizing seconds left in this game.
Yeah,
it's been a real battle.
Hard to get a feel as to whether or not the Magic have this game under control, because the Celtics continue to make the runs. Magic.
Our next opponent, the Bucks, trailing against Indiana. Dallas, boy, they're playing very good basketball. Jim Jackson in the top 5 in NBA scoring. Seattle big over our buddy Bo Hill, 54-34 in Utah. John Cook's second favorite team, leading Chicago. Edwards, 24 points. Celtic fans want some defense here. 112-106. Big trip for the Magic. They're all big in this situation. Shaw against Steve Brown. Little turnaround. Floater good. Huge basket.
Brian Shaw. Boy, and you've seen the Magic just go at the matchup really on both ends of the floor, because D. Brown was called on at times. Lou Edwards called on at times. It's just been a nice game of individual matchups here.
Shaw played 2 years here with the Celtics, averaged 11 points in those 2 years. Montross didn't get the roll there for us, Grant. A big rebound. If Shaq can't get it, you know he's going to. Grant now 13 boards. O'Neal with 9. Hardaway on the drive. Couldn't finish, and he's fouled by Rick Fox.
You know,
44.
Chip, as you look at this Orlando team and you put yourself in the opponent's position and you think of, well, what are we going to do to stop these guys? How are we going to beat them? And you just look out there on the floor and you see the various problems that trying to stop the Magic poses for you. And, you know, you can see this team being very, very good if they continue to come along and continue to play, because just as you find a way to stop Shaquille, now you've got to deal with force on the offensive boards, and you have to come at Shaquille with a big guy. And then you may take that away, but you've got Nick Anderson, who's playing well, and Penny Hardaway, who's playing well, and then Brian Shaw steps up and knocks down a 3. And that's not even to mention the guys over on the bench for the Magic. So, you know, it could be a handful trying to stop this team when you try to look at it as the opposition. You know, what are we going to do? What are we going to give up?
Well, tonight, too, you throw into the mix the absence of Donald Royal,
right,
and the penetration and the ability to get other guys in foul trouble, his ability to defend and hit free throws. Dennis Scott hasn't played a game this year for the Magic. You get Dennis Scott healthy and shooting from the perimeter the way we all know Dennis is capable of doing.
Right.
Tell you what, you got a team that's awfully deep, and awfully talented. Chrysler Plymouth Dealers, the home of the minivan.
And when you can come in with Tree Rollins, and Tree gives you the minutes that he has given you in the last 3 or 4 games, and then Anthony Aved came in tonight, and he's capable of having big games. He was effective immediately with a couple putbacks and a couple big rebounds. And, you know, you could see this team becoming eventually a very good ball team.
Oh, Anderson almost stole that from Fox. He misses the 3. They haven't missed many. They're 9 out of 13 from downtown. So a big miss. We'll see if the Magic can convert here as we approach 3 minutes to go in this game. Shaw, Hardaway, Grant, Anderson, and O'Neal. Penny backs in. No help came. Yeah, Penny makes him pay.
That's just unstoppable when you're 6'8" going against 6'2" or 6'3" and D. Brown.
You may have heard Chris Ford scream, "Go help D." He wanted Dino Radja to go out and help defensively on the play. No help came. No help came from Montross either, and Hardaway shreds the Celtics for his 35th point of the game. The Magic lead by 11. Don't forget, Countdown to Magic comes your way tomorrow at 8 o'clock as the Magic invade the Bradley Center and take on the Milwaukee Bucks. We tentatively have scheduled our first confrontation with the big dog, Glenn Robinson. He'll be the Goose's guest. And then coming up on Sunshine Network when we get back home, November 30th, the Sacramento Kings in town, then the Knicks on December 2nd. So make sure you tune in to Sunshine Network for those games. Under 3 minutes now, 8 to shoot for Radja against Grant. You know, Radja hits and he's fouled. That's a big play.
Yes, it is. A good call from Chris Ford on the bench, and just a good job by Dino Radja staying right with the play and drawing the contact. Good finish to this play. Now the Magic coming, but they came late with Shaquille, and Grant picks up the foul.
Oh, he couldn't convert it, however.
Now, clock management here will be a real key for the Magic.
O'Neal hammered hard. Edwards his fourth. Now Shaq's got to step up and knock down the old free throws. I'll be interested to hear what the big dog has to say tomorrow night. It's off to a bit of a slow start. You expect that from the rookies.
Well, when you miss training camp, it takes you a lot longer to get acclimated to the game, to the NBA game, and regardless of how much talent you have, coming from college into the NBA is a rude awakening for guys who think they're going to come in and dominate. It just doesn't happen that easily, and I'm sure he's finding that out, and we'll try to talk to him tomorrow night about that. Better job by Brian Shaw staying with Lou Edwards as he comes along the baseline.
Now the Magic put Shaq on Roger here. Horace Grant guards Montross.
Now this is what Roger would do, but Shaq played him well.
Rick Fox back to Roger. Oh, up and under, two to shoot. Beautiful move.
Now that's what he'll do against Shaquille, and that's why the Magic have been slow to put him on him. You just take Shaq out on the floor, and Shaq just not mobile enough that far away from the basket to stay with Dino.
2 minutes left, 9-point Magic game, but the ghosts of Celtic seasons past still swirling around in the rafters here. Long way to go. Brian Shaw, former Celtic himself. O'Neal ripped down the rebound, couldn't control it though. Roger was all alone. Edwards didn't see him. Now Rick Fox, he's met by Anderson, and he's fouled and scored.
So the Celtics not quite ready to give up here. You'll see him finish here. Nick Anderson gets somebody, but good concentration once again. Rick Fox with the basket. First foul on Nick Anderson.
With 1:49 to play. Fox uses a lot of that iron, but he knocks it home. 119-113, 6-point game. Hear the crowd chanting defense in the background here. Montross and O'Neal. Shaq can't believe no foul was called a moment ago. Down low O'Neal. He's doubled again. Jump past Shaw. He'll pull up, jump shot from 14. Good.
He's made some big ones. Another one of those decisions as a defensive team that you have to make. What are you going to give up to the Magic? Shaw was the guy that they left, and he knocked down the big shot.
Fox foul by O'Neal.
On the pass.
Oh, they're going to score the bucket.
Yeah, well, no, they're not going to score the bucket. They're going to call a flagrant foul on Shaquille O'Neal, so the Celtics get 2 free throws, and they'll get the ball out of bounds on the side. And
yeah, I saw Bill Spooner bring the hand down as if to say score the bucket, so they call the flagrant.
Yeah, they call the flagrant. Now watch Shaq go at Rick Fox. Yeah, and that goes back to the first half when Fox came at Shaquille. As he took the ball, actually Fox took the ball to the basket and charged into Shaq. Shaq thought he came with the knee lifted a little bit high. And I'm sure the Magic will argue this one with the NBA office and try to get them to take this one away from Shaquille. I don't know if they will or not, but if you think back to earlier in the game when Penny went to the basket against the X-Men, it seemed as though that foul was just as aggressive as the one Shaquille just committed.
So the Celtics get the 2 points. Now they get the ball. A 3-point shot makes it 121-118. So just a 6-point advantage here. It could be a very costly play. Hear the crowd roaring here in Boston.
You have to stay with Blue Edwards.
Roger met by O'Neal. He stripped Roger beautifully. Brian Shaw. Here's the instructions from Brian Hill. He says slow it down here. 1 minute left. 10 to shoot.
Yeah, and you need to just clear here and let...
Oh, Penny almost lost it. Nick for 3.
Absolutely huge basket. And a good play by Penny Hardaway once again just to keep control of the basketball.
Brown hits again for 3. 40 seconds left. Now they are forced to foul. 124-118.
Man.
Boston tonight is 10 out of 14 for three-point land.
Now that has to be some kind of record there. I don't know if it is or not, percentage-wise.
So Shaw, the former Celtic, can deliver a couple of small nails in the coffin here. maybe he can. Oh, he missed them both. Gibbs at the free throw line. Hang on, folks.
Yeah, watch the screen out high.
124-118. There's Fox. He's open. Dribbles once, shoots once, misses again. Hardaway the rebound.
And now just let the clock run out. You got most of the time here.
Magic will play keep away here. Oh, this is beautiful. They'll make him foul Hardaway, who came in with the 4th best percentage in the league at the stripe.
Nick Anderson came by and said, "Tell Mom I said hi." I requested Nick as a possible guest after the game, so if Nick comes out, then the Magic missed another free throw. Nick comes out, he'll be able to say hi himself.
It's unbelievable. 13.7 left. The Magic have missed 4 free throws down the stretch. And Boston burns its final timeout here. This game's still not over. But the Magic enjoy the 6-point lead. Well, the Magic's Wives, a newly formed group, they're working to make the holiday season more magical. Magic Wives will be selling beautiful Christmas ornaments on December 2nd and December 10th on the concourse at the O Arena during Magic games. All the proceeds will benefit Magic Youth Foundation charities, so stop by and add a beautiful ornament to your holiday collection. Final 10 seconds of the game.
The Celtics have loaded up with their 3-point shooters.
Horace Grant taps, 1 second left, and the Magic have survived in Boston. It wasn't easy, folks, but the Magic came back and won this game 124-118.
A lot of big plays from a lot of different people. Penny Hardaway with a career-high night, and as far as points are concerned, Shaq, 36 points. Nick Anderson came to life and played much, much better in the second half. Ends up with better than 21 points. Grant, 14 rebounds and 10 points, so some big plays. A lot of people for the Magic.
Boy, the Magic needed it in the second half. They survive here in Boston, win for the second time in franchise history. We'll be right back.